How about some stunning new images of the planet Neptune?
And this is a telescope's first image.
Neptune is showing off its rings like never before thanks to the Webb telescope.
The only planet in our solar system that isn't visible to the naked eye is captured clearly by NASA's James Webb Space Telescope. Not only has Webb captured the clearest view of this distant planet's rings in more than 30 years, but its cameras reveal the ice giant in a whole new light. Most striking in Webb's new image is the crisp view of the planet's rings, some of which have not been detected since NASA's Voyager 2 became the first spacecraft to observe Neptune during its flyby in 1989. In addition to several bright, narrow rings, the Webb image clearly shows Neptune's fainter dust bands. It has been 3 decades since we last saw these faint, dusty rings, and this is the first time we've seen them in the infrared, said Heidi Hamel, a Neptune system expert and interdisciplinary scientist for Webb. What secrets Neptune will reveal? The atmosphere on Neptune contains methane gas, but the percentage of methane in the atmosphere is only 1 to 2%. Methane absorbs longer wavelengths of sunlight in the red portion of the spectrum. This gives Neptune its blue color but doesn't explain why Neptune is a brighter, more vivid blue than Uranus, which also has atmospheric methane. Scientists believe there is some unknown component in Neptune's atmosphere making it such a bright blue. Scientists suggest that clouds on Neptune are made of methane ice crystals. The only spacecraft to visit Neptune was Voyager 2 in 1989. It passed about 2,983 miles from the planet's north pole. Neptune has a short day but a long year. It rotates once every 16 hours but takes about 165 Earth years to orbit the Sun, which would be 1 Neptunian year. It means Neptune has only completed 1 orbit since it was discovered in 1846. Till 2011. Scientists believe Neptune may have an ocean of superheated water under its cold, methane cloud layer. They also believe that the water doesn't boil and evaporate away because of the intense high-pressure atmosphere of the planet that keeps the water on the surface. What do we see in Webb's latest image of the ice giant Neptune? Webb captured 7 of Neptune's 14 known moons: Galatea, Naiad, Thalassa, Despina, Proteus, Larissa, and Triton. Neptune's large and unusual moon, Triton, dominates this Webb portrait of Neptune as a very bright point of light sporting the signature diffraction spike seen in many of Webb's images. Neptune has fascinated researchers since its discovery in 1846. Located 30 times farther from the Sun than Earth, Neptune orbits in the remote, dark region of the outer solar system. At that extreme distance, the Sun is so small and faint that high noon on Neptune is similar to a dim twilight on Earth. This planet is characterized as an ice giant due to the chemical makeup of its interior. Compared to the gas giants, Jupiter and Saturn, Neptune is much richer in elements heavier than hydrogen and helium. This is readily apparent in Neptune's signature blue appearance in Hubble Space Telescope images at visible wavelengths, caused by small amounts of gaseous methane. Webb's near-infrared camera, NIRCam, images objects in the near-infrared range from 0.6 to 5 microns, so Neptune does not appear blue to Webb. In fact, the methane gas so strongly absorbs red and infrared light that the planet is quite dark at these near-infrared wavelengths, except where high-altitude clouds are present. Such methane ice clouds are prominent as bright streaks and spots, which reflect sunlight before it is absorbed by methane gas. Images from other observatories, including the Hubble Space Telescope and the WOM Keck Observatory, have recorded these rapidly evolving cloud features over the years. More subtly, a thin line of brightness circling the planet's equator could be a visual signature of global atmospheric circulation that powers Neptune's winds and storms. The atmosphere descends and warms at the equator, and thus glows at infrared wavelengths more than the surrounding, cooler gases. Neptune's 164-year orbit means its northern pole, at the top of this image, is just out of view for astronomers, but the Webb images hint at an intriguing brightness in that area. A previously known vortex at the southern pole is evident in Webb's view, but for the first time Webb has revealed a continuous band of high-latitude clouds surrounding it. Covered in a frozen sheen of condensed nitrogen, Triton reflects an average of 70% of the sunlight that hits it. It far outshines Neptune in this image because the planet's atmosphere is darkened by methane absorption at these near-infrared wavelengths. Triton orbits Neptune in an unusual backward, retrograde orbit, leading astronomers to speculate that this moon was originally a Kuiper belt object that was gravitationally captured by Neptune. Additional Webb studies of both Triton and Neptune are planned in the coming year. Thanks to James Webb, today we get a big step in exploring outer space. The James Webb Space Telescope is the world's premier space science observatory. Webb will solve mysteries in our solar system, look beyond to distant worlds around other stars, and probe the mysterious structures and origins of our universe and our place in it. Stay tuned for more updates. Stay curious.